It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Fred Warner. He was all over the field last week with 14 tackles. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
A handoff, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Back to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Throw left side is intercepted. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right. Pass. What did you...
From a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he cannot pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 15 carries, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Let's go now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
10-0 the score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he ran down as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. Yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On the ready.
Running left is Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
Last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a good sack to bring up 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And that's going to be another good run on 1st down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating him up here to begin the drive. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down. And they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play. And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line, as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Purdy will look to throw again here. And his pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the clear. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Purdy looking to throw. This ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
For the 49ers field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to it. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Stick the Eagles! Stick the Eagles!
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready?
First down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's Charbonnet. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Purdy off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They lead big. Part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Purdy throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And it's caught. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when this look.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, reload, Jack Panther.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they can't bring him down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
So Purdy and the Niners
down by 12. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Here's 2nd down. Purdy to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Purdy to throw.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Purdy.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Purdy to throw.
And this is caught off for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover.
Oh. Whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. Scarface. I met her